Harry was in love. It would be a three-way wedding. Him, the Time Turner, and Professor Quirrell. And Draco realized with a note of horror and despair that although it was a terrifying fate indeed to be Harry's friend, Harry now had so many different avenues for threatening Draco that being his enemy would be even worse. Probably. Maybe.
I told you, I'm going to devour your soul. There! I ate your soul.
Don't go near it! You mustn't go near it, Harry. It spoke to me, Harry. It knows you. It knows you're here.
Aw, it sounds like someone fell prey to the planning fallacy.
That's not fair, Harry. You can't put that on people. It's not our job to do that sort of thing. We're kids.
I've read all the books you gave me, and I still don't know what to call that. Overconfidence? Planning fallacy? Super duper Lake Wobegon effect? They'll have to name it after you. Harry bias.
We broke the rules, Harry. We broke the rules.
Language, Mr. Potter. Some of us are innocent young girls.
I should have gone to Gryffindor.
You do know that killing people is wrong, Harry?
A hint, you say? You're Harry Potter, aren't you? I'm Cornelius Flubberwalt. I was told by Aaron the Concert, who was told by Lord Weaselnose, who was told by... I forget really. But it was a message for me to give to you. For me! No one's cared about me in I don't know how long, maybe ever. I've been stuck down here in this bloody useless old corridor. A hint! I have your hint.
Headmaster Dumbledore may seem a little odd, or a lot odd, or even extremely odd, but he has never hurt a student in the slightest, and I don't believe he ever will.
No, no, no! This is insanity! And this is the hero. We are all doomed. Of course you're in here blackmailing me to save your fellow students, not to save yourself. I can't imagine why I would have thought otherwise. Harry, what have you done? Quirinus, how dare you! Why would anyone deliberately make himself a monster? Why do evil for the sake of evil? Why Voldemort? Dear me, I do feel silly, and here I was expecting you might try to redeem the heir of Malfoy by, say, showing him true friendship and kindness. You are not fooling me, Harry. You seek the secret of the Dark Lord's immortality in order to use it for yourself. Tell me, Harry, will you become a monster? Why, now the hero wins, of course. I wonder what will become of you, Harry. It is enough to make me wish to live just to see it.
Pretty clever disguise, isn't it? Going to be one interesting wedding. They were pranks. They were all pranks. The pie was a prank. The Remember All was a prank. We're the best pranksters in Hogwarts. Are we going to roll over and give up without a fight? My son is my heart. The last worthwhile thing I have in this world. If he were to come to harm, I would give my life over to vengeance. Please, Tamicha. The boss told you to shut it. I think Mr. Malfoy needs to know about this. Most people are stupid, and you have to look good in front of them anyway. You've got no idea what this is about, do you? It's the Muggles! Just doing whatever you want without worrying about how it looks isn't smart. The Dark Lord worried about how he looked. Everyone has to worry about what other people think. Human sacrifice would be way easier. We are disciplined. We are deadly. We are dragons. The battle is about to begin, and we are about to win it. How do you know that magic itself isn't fading away? Granger isn't the strongest student in Hogwarts. She just gets the best grades in class. You're about to find out the difference. It's just a game, really. And games are supposed to be fun. So how about if I just do whatever I feel like? Everyone knows that nothing really bad ever happens to students in Hogwarts.
I will come back to check up on you shortly, and I expect to find Madame Malkin's shop still standing and not in any way on fire. I have a distant feeling I ought to be doing something about this.
I think that you far underestimate the rarity of common sense, Mr. Potter. There must be some consequences for your misbehavior, or this school will fall to pieces. I'm sorry too, Harry. I'm sorry too. Mr. Potter, you may indeed be able to learn occlumency at 11 years of age. This astounds me.
Hermione has always been quite good in school.
Is he dangerous?
World domination is such an ugly phrase. I prefer to call it world optimization. That's when I realized that everyone who was supposed to protect me was actually crazy, and they wouldn't listen to me no matter how much I begged them, and that I couldn't ever rely on them to get anything right. If you use the power for good, you're a light lord. I thought there was an afterlife. I thought no one had ever really died. I thought that everyone the human species had ever lost was really fine after all. And then I asked Hermione, and she said that they were just after images, burned into the stone of the castle by the death of a wizard, like the silhouettes left on the walls of Hiroshima. And I should have known. And that was when I knew that my parents were really dead and gone, forever and ever, and there wasn't anything left of them, and that I'd never get a chance to meet them, and the other children thought I was crying because I was scared of ghosts. 5 knuts. You can sell reality-manipulating soft drinks for 5 knuts the can? 2 dozen cans, please. Every time someone cries out in prayer and I can't answer, I feel guilty about not being God. I understand that I have a problem, and I know what I need to do to solve it, alright? I'm working on it. It's entirely possible that in 1,000 years, the fact that Hermione Granger's parents were dentists will be the only reason anyone remembers dentistry!
I don't know why Black went after Peter instead of running. Sometimes it still hurts to think of him in Azkaban. I'm glad, Harry, that Death Eaters are not allowed visitors. It means I do not have to feel ashamed of not going.
You son of a mudblood! You could get her out! You just won't! I got down on my knees and begged you, and you still won't help!
Tell me, friend Blaze, did it occur to you that traitors who betray so many times over often meet with ill ends? Had I intended to harm, I would not have hinted. Had I said nothing, then you should have worried.
Not Harry, please, no! Take me! Kill me instead!
I accept the bargain, yourself to die, and the child to live. Now drop your wand so that I can murder you.
Slytherin! Just kidding. Ravenclaw.
In case nobody ever told you, you don't mess with the Puffs.
You're one of the Lords of Chaos! You're the one who gave me candy! I am Neville, the last scion of Longbottom! Neville of Chaos! Face me if you dare! Division is weakness. Unity is strength. He who must not be named may not have deserved to win, but make no doubt of it, your parents deserved to lose. There is exactly one monster which can threaten you once you are fully grown. The adult wizard. Sometimes, when this flawed world seems unusually hateful, I wonder whether there might be some other place, far away, where I should have been. But the stars are so very, very far away. It would take a long, long time to get there, even if I knew the way. And I wonder what I would dream about if I slept for a long, long time. The headmaster told you he was suspicious of me. Mr. Potter, what steps have you taken to investigate the headmaster's character? I don't do Christmas, Mr. Potter.
You seem in a poor mood, Mr. Malfoy. Did the speech of our dear Professor Quirrell cost you a few allies?
Forget it, Buster. Now take a hike.
You think Lord Slytherin would have put the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets in a bathroom?
2 students plotting murder. How shocking. You almost died today, Potter. In the future, never share your wisdom with anyone unless you know exactly what you are both talking about.
General Granger looked up at him, and she said, Draco, you've got to let go of me. Don't worry about me, Draco. I promise I'll be alright. And what do you suppose Malfoy did then? He dropped there, and then he jumped up and shot General Potter. The end.